Hey everyone, my name is Wedge. We're trucking along the best we can with Kaladesh preview season. Wizards of the Coast is revealing cards left, right, and center, so we have to keep up. In this video, we're going to explore a couple new mechanics, reveal a new race on the plane, and a lot more. If you enjoy these spoiler videos as much as I enjoy making them, be sure to hit the like button. Helps out a lot. Aetherworks Marvel is 4 mana for a legendary artifact. Whenever a permanent you control is put into a graveyard, you get an energy counter. You may tap the Marvel and pay 6 energy to look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may cast a card from among them without paying its mana cost. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. First things first, energy, is this Pokemon? Have we really crossed over? Spoiler alert, we haven't, but this is a new symbol for us. Energy counters work just like poison counters, so they go on the player, not on the card. The only difference is that energy counters don't try to kill you and you can spend them. In this case, whenever a permanent you control is put into a graveyard, you get another energy. The card's pretty straightforward. I'm not sure of its potential standard viability as a card, but I can tell you that Commander players are freaking out. Something like this in Marin is a tutor every couple of turns at worst. Sharu meets this up, Prosh. You basically have permanents dying all the time. Only time will tell how powerful energy really is, but I know 2 things. It seems really easy to generate if all the cards are like this, and the effects are impactful, so it should be fun. Whirler Maker is 3 mana for an artifact. You can pay 4 of anything and tap it to create a 1/1 colorless Thopter token with flying. Thop, 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 thop. Another way to get energy, Aether Storm Rock is 2 of anything and 2 white for a 3/3 bird with flying. Whenever it or another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you get an energy counter. Whenever it attacks, you may pay 2 energy. If you do, put a +1/+1 counter on it and tap up to 1 target creature defending player controls. Obviously great and limited, this is a pretty easy way to generate some energy. Of course, this card works particularly well with another new mechanic, so we're going to look at that now. Glint Sleeve Artisan is 3 mana for a 2/2 Dwarf Artificer with Fabricate 1. When this creature enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on it, or create a 1/1 Servo Artifact token. Now that's synergy. You fabricate a number, get a bunch of tokens, and a bunch of energy from the rock since they all enter the battlefield. That could get crazy quickly. Remember, there's no additional cost to using energy than using the energy itself, so you can be tapped out, and this is still effective. I love it. Very cool. An interesting story card, Furious Reprisal, is 4 mana for a sorcery. It deals 2 damage to each of 2 target creatures and or players. The card's fine and limited, but that's not why we're talking about it. Quote, now that's the Chandra I've been waiting to see. If Liliana is pleased with how Chandra's acting, we all know this can't be productive, right? She's going to burn everything to the ground, straight to the ground. There's no way this ends well for anyone probably. Chandra is mad. Skyship Stalker is 2 of anything and 2 red for a 3/3 dragon with flying. You can pay 1 red and it gets +1/+0 until end of turn. You can pay 1 red and it gains first strike until end of turn. And you can pay 1 red and it gains haste until end of turn. This is what I call a throwback to the classic dragons of old. I approve beyond reason. Yes, obviously a huge bomb and limited. The Stalker brings a 3/3 for 4 mana with flying, already good, to a whole other level with a Savage Knuckleblade's worth of abilities. Haste allows for fast attacks, first strike wins combat, and fire breathing helps both be more effective. Super cool dragon, I approve. Now that we know vehicles are a thing, we have some vehicle support cards. Speedway Fanatic is 2 mana for a 2/1 human pilot with haste. When it crews a vehicle, that vehicle gains haste until end of turn. Sure, why not? You know what Sky Sovereign needed that it didn't have? Friggin' haste. Just this pilot and 1 other creature with 1 power, and boom, you have a hasty flying Titanic. Nothing could go wrong there, right? Also, a 2/1 for 2 with haste has an A value, so it's a good card. Start Your Engines is 4 mana for a sorcery. Vehicles you control become artifact creatures until end of turn. Creatures you control get +2/+0 until end of turn. We got a way to make the vehicles hasty, and now we have a way to crew all of them and give them a power buff. Start Your Engines is a wonderful card, like Trumpet Blast meets Fast and the Furious. Works for me. We haven't seen all that many yet, but Kaladesh is apparently full of gremlins, so don't feed them after midnight and we're fine. Terror of the Fairgrounds is 4 mana for a 5/2 gremlin. That isn't all that exciting, but I wanted to show you a gremlin. This is what we're dealing with. It's going to be a bunch of troublemakers, I guarantee it. Let's explore energy a bit more. Architect of the Untamed is 3 mana for a 2/3 elf artificer druid. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you get an energy counter. You may pay 8 energy counters and create a 6/6 colorless beast artifact creature token. What? This card's hilarious. We'll begin with the irony that this card isn't in battle for Zendikar, the landfall set. Stings a bit, and it's good that Collected Company is rotating as well. Architect is a strong card, and triggering that energy production doesn't even take a second thought. Pair it with Tireless Tracker, clues, and energy for days. It's so much value. Cultivator of Blades is 3 of anything and 2 green for a 1/1 elf artificer with Fabricate 2. Remember, this means that when it enters the battlefield, you can put 2+1/+1 counters on it, or create 2 1/1 servo tokens. Whenever it attacks, you may have other attacking creatures get +X/+X until end of turn, where X is the cultivator's power. Genius design. So when it enters the battlefield, you either make it bigger, making its triggered ability more powerful on the creatures you already have, or you create more creatures to make the ability affect more creatures. Absolutely genius design. Most of the time, I think you're going to take +3/+3 as that's crazy, but hey, crew is a thing. Verdurous Gearhulk is 3 of anything and 2 green for a 4/4 artifact creature construct with trample. When it enters the battlefield, distribute 4 +1/+1 counters among any number of target creatures you control. Wait, no, this is real. You pay 5 mana and get a 4/4 and 4 more power and toughness wherever you want it, including the Hulk itself. So this is a 5 mana 8/8 with trample potentially? Sure, that sounds fair. You know why this is a mythic? Because in Limited, this card doesn't even make sense. Even in Constructed to a degree. 5 mana for an 8/8 with trample. Maybe this card just isn't real. Maybe it's just totally fake and we're being punked. I don't know. I honestly don't. But one thing is clear. Wizards clearly doesn't care about power creep. Just what? Another Kaladesh preview video down. What do you think about energy? Is this a mechanic that you're interested in? I like that energy counters are on players, and I like that there aren't any additional cost to using them, but that's just me. Since energy is going to be a thing, are there any specific cards you'd like to see that use energy? It's just something to think about. As always, subscribe for the latest and most reliable Kaladesh spoiler information you could ever need. This is the Mana Source. I'm Wedge. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. This video is brought to you in part by TCGplayer.com. Kaladesh is already up for pre-order on the site, so if you're looking for the set right now, you can pre-order boxes for around $100. If you're having issues getting boxes in your area, this could be a great alternative for you. If pre-ordering isn't what you're ready for just yet, there are still plenty of standard sets available. Eldritch Moon booster boxes are $90 each right now. That's what I'm talking about. Totally reasonable, definitely cheaper than a lot of stores, well worth buying on TCG Player if you need the cards. Enjoy.
Wow.